This is a VFNkb success secret. Alabama's coach, the most successful college coach out there, Nick Saban, shares a success secret, how he can make his players successful on the field and off the field. Something about being an and or a but. Check it out. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv. I don't know if you caught the game or not between Alabama and the Georgia Bulldogs, but Alabama pulled it out thanks to Tua, the second string quarterback, and we just have an interview from him. But this is a big question. It's a big one because you see it all the time with players. You know, I don't want to name any names, but you see where they have this great talent. And it's not just sports. You see people all over the place that have wonderful leadership talents, singing talents, you know, preaching talents, business talents, or sports talents. But when you describe them, it's like, yeah, but there's something about them. And so Nick Saban asked the question. Go ahead.
Actually, Nick's talking about here about how do you get your players to compete as a team, perform at the highest levels.
Right. And so that's what this is. And so the question is that they're asking him is, how do you actually do that and also have them to be a normal person in life? And this is a success secret, and that's what we do at VFNkb. We're always wanting to bring you things that help you, you know, the key to your success. So this is a success secret from Nick Saban, the coach of Alabama, giving you the secret.
Nick, as a coach, how do you balance fostering competition in the same position group with making sure everybody's working toward the same, you know, kind of broader team goals? I'm talking obviously about quarterback.
Well, I think we spend a lot of time talking to guys about what are your goals, what are your aspirations, what do you want to accomplish, and what you want to do. And I obviously like it when one of these guys tell me that they want to play in the NFL someday and they want to graduate from college. So then every time they don't do what they're supposed to do or they're not accountable, whether it's in school as a person or as a player, I just can ask, how is this behavior going to help you get where you want to go? So it is about the individual. It is about the individual and their goals and aspirations for what they want to accomplish, but it's also having respect for the principles and values of the team and trusting and respecting those as well as their teammates and not putting those goals and aspirations ahead of what's best for the team so that they buy into doing their job. So I just never want any one of our players to ever give any reason to use the word but after they describe them. You know, there was one word that the two most compelling words in a draft in my 8 years in the NFL, in a draft report when they read a player, was always and but. Because when they read a good player and they said and, he's a good person, he graduated from school, he was loved by his teammates, he was a captain of the team. But if they read the same player and they said but, got a domestic violence charge against him, he's got 5 positive marijuana tests. I mean, which guy you want to put on your team? So why would anybody give anybody a reason to say but about what they do? And that's what we try to get our players to do so that they create value for themselves and their future.
So simple, but so profound. The success secret is, are you going to have an and or a but? And to live your life as an and, that you're always, you know, when they're talking about you and things you're accomplishing, and he's a good husband, and she's a wonderful wife, and they can do this, and they're involved in that. Versus, you know, I think about, I don't want to name certain players. No. But you think about
a person that adds value to the team, to whatever they're doing, or a person that's a liability. One of the two. So if you're working at a job, whatever you're doing, you want to be a person that is constantly adding value to your team, to your coworkers, to the establishment.
Right. And so when you're building your team, we talk about that quite often. Big dreams take big teams. You got to make sure you have a whole bunch of ands on there, because no matter how good the talent is, if you're having a talent but, it's going to come up. It's going to show up in the context of that. There's grace, there's mercy, but understand that what he's saying is, if you want to put a team together that's going to work together, you got to find out how they're described. And there's people that have rumors and they say all kinds of things, and also there's the grace of God, understanding they may have been that way, but they made Jesus Christ the Lord of their life. So now they have an end in their life.
That's right.
And things have changed in their life. So that's an important success secret. Think about this, and think about those that you actually have in your office or in your team, in your ministry. Do you describe them fully with, they do this, but and that? Or are you described as, I'm doing this, but I don't show up on time. But, that kind of thing. That's powerful. Is that not powerful?
That's so powerful because if you realize that's you, guess what? You can make the change today. You can realize, you know what? I don't want to be a butt anymore. I don't want to butt after. I want to be an and.
Correct.
And you can make it and be part of a successful team by adding that value.
Find out more details at VFNkb.com. That's what we want to be able to do, is to empower you to succeed. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv.
A lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org.
I'm your host, Greg Lancaster, and we're so glad that you've joined us. Don't forget you can join us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download our app and sign up for our newsletter, The Torch, at VFNtv.com. I've enjoyed our time together. God bless.